Have you ever wondered how a router made networks? Let's delve into the world of routers and find out. A router, in essence, is a smart device that acts as a hub for all your internet connections. It's like the post office of the digital world, directing traffic and ensuring that data packets reach their intended destination. Routers play an indispensable role in creating networks. They connect multiple devices like your smartphone, laptop, or smart TV to the internet simultaneously. And they do this by routing data packets between these devices and the internet. Without routers, we wouldn't be able to enjoy the seamless connectivity we often take for granted. Whether you're streaming your favorite show, working from your home office, or playing an online game, it's the router that keeps the data flowing and the connection alive. Now that we know what a router is, how does it make a network work? Let's explore this in the next scene. Imagine you're sending an email. What happens to that data? Picture this. You've just hit the send button. The content of your email doesn't just magically appear on the recipient's screen. It embarks on an incredible journey, transforming into what we call data packets. Let's break it down. Your email, whether it's a simple text or an attachment-laden message, is divided into smaller chunks, each carrying a piece of the puzzle. These chunks are our data packets, the workhorses of the internet. Each packet carries a portion of your email, a segment of your photo, or a snippet of your video. Think of these packets as postcards. Each postcard carries a small message, a part of the whole story. Like postcards, these packets don't all take the same route. They scatter across the internet, each finding its own best path towards the destination. Now you might wonder, how does each packet know where to go? Well, every data packet comes with a header. This header is like the address on a postcard. It tells the packet where it needs to go and where it came from. It's like the GPS of the internet, directing each packet on its journey. But it's not just about the destination. Each packet also carries a sequence number. This number helps to reassemble the packets back into the original message at the recipient's end. It's like putting together a jigsaw puzzle. Each piece, or in this case each packet, has a specific place in the overall picture. So, the data packets are created, each carrying a piece of your message, a destination, and a sequence number. They are then sent off into the digital wilderness of the internet, each embarking on its own journey to the same destination. This process happens at lightning speed, faster than the blink of an eye. It's a marvel of modern technology, a testament to human ingenuity. So, the data packets are ready to travel, but where does the router come into play? Well, that's a story for the next scene. Stay tuned. The router is like the traffic controller of the internet highway. This comparison is more apt than you might think. Just as a traffic controller directs cars on the road, routers guide data packets on the internet. When a data packet arrives at a router, the first thing it does is examine its destination address. This is akin to a postman checking the address on an envelope. The router needs to know where the packet is headed so it can determine the best path to get it there. Now, imagine a sprawling city with numerous roads and highways. Some routes might be congested, some might have roadblocks, while others are free-flowing. The router, in its role as the traffic controller, has to decide which road to send each data packet down. This decision is based on several factors, including the shortest path, the least congested route, and the most reliable path. But here's where it gets even more interesting. The router doesn't just blindly send the packet on its way and hope for the best. No, it actively monitors the current conditions on all the possible routes. It's like having a real-time traffic update at its disposal. If a particular route becomes too congested, the router will redirect future packets along a different path. This constant monitoring and adjusting is what ensures that data packets reach their destination as quickly and correctly as possible. It's a continuous balancing act, a dance of precision and adaptability. But remember, a router doesn't just handle one packet at a time. It's dealing with a constant stream of data packets, each with its own unique destination. It's like directing traffic at a bustling city intersection during rush hour. These routers are the unsung heroes of our interconnected world. Every time you send an email, stream a video, or browse a web page, there's a router working hard behind the scenes, directing your data packets along the best possible path. The router has directed our data packets, but how does it manage all these devices? Well, that's a story for our next scene. Stay tuned. A router is like a multi-talented maestro, conducting an orchestra of devices. Just as each instrument in an orchestra has a unique sound and role, each device on a network has a unique identifier known as an IP address. This is where our router steps in, assigning these unique addresses to each device that joins the network. Think of it like a large apartment building where each flat has a unique number. This numbering system allows the postman to deliver the right letters to the right flats. Similarly, the router uses the IP addresses to deliver the right data packets to the right devices. So, how does our router manage this for multiple devices? Well, it's all about prioritization. The router keeps track of all active devices and the data requests. If your smartphone is streaming a movie and your laptop is downloading a large file, the router will juggle these requests, ensuring each device gets its share of the bandwidth. But it's not just about managing who gets what. The router also keeps track of what data is going where. This is crucial for maintaining network security. By monitoring the data flowing in and out of the network, the router can identify and block suspicious activity, keeping your devices safe from potential threats. And it's not just your typical devices like smartphones and laptops that the router manages. With the rise of smart homes, your router might also be juggling data for your smart TV, smart fridge, or even your smart light bulbs. Each of these devices needs an IP address and a share of the bandwidth, and it's the router's job to manage this digital symphony. So, just like a conductor ensures each instrument in the orchestra plays at the right time and volume, the router ensures each device on your network gets the data it needs when it needs it. And it does all this while keeping your network secure. With all these responsibilities, how does the router keep up with it all? You might wonder. Well, that's a topic for our next scene. Stay tuned. A router is like a diligent worker, always on the job. It's constantly managing and streamlining data traffic, ensuring that your online experience is as smooth as possible. But how does it do this? It all comes down to protocols. These are essentially rules that guide how data is handled and transferred. Think of protocols as the router's internal rulebook. They help determine which data packets should be sent where and in what order. This process is crucial in managing a network's traffic effectively and ensuring that data doesn't get lost or misrouted. But the router's job doesn't end there. It also plays a pivotal role in network security. One of the ways it does this is through firewalls. A firewall is like a virtual barrier that guards your network against malicious threats. It scrutinizes each data packet that tries to enter your network, checking it against its list of security rules. If a packet doesn't pass the check, it's blocked from entering. This way, the router helps keep your network safe from intruders. Another security feature that routers offer is the ability to create guest networks. A guest network is a separate network that allows visitors to access the internet without giving them access to your main network and the devices connected to it. This helps to protect your personal data and devices from potential threats. Moreover, routers can prioritize certain types of data over others. For example, if you're streaming a movie or playing an online game, your router can ensure that these activities get the bandwidth they need for a seamless experience. It does this by using a technique called quality of service or QoS, which allocates more bandwidth to data-heavy activities like video streaming or gaming. So as you can see, routers are much more than just devices that connect you to the internet. They're hardworking, smart, and proactive, always looking out for your network's performance and security. Routers indeed play a pivotal role in making the network, don't they? So, we've traveled with our data packets through the router and out to the internet. It's been quite a journey, hasn't it? We've seen how our data is broken down into packets and directed with precision by the router. Think of it as the traffic controller of the digital highway, ensuring our data reaches its intended destination. We also explored how a router manages multiple devices. It's like an efficient juggler, keeping several balls in the air simultaneously. Each device gets its share of the internet, and the router ensures no one is left waiting. And let's not forget about security and efficiency. Our router is also a vigilant guard, protecting us from unwanted intrusions, while also making sure our internet usage is as efficient as possible. So, there you have it. the unsung hero of our daily internet use. Next time you send an email or stream a video, remember the hardworking router that makes it all possible.